After wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Detroit Pistons. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duren at the center spot. Duncan Robinson out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now Robinson, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Duren finds Cunningham. Out to Thompson, just 5 on the clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keith. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Young, following the bucket by the Pistons. To end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, I love how gritty Young can be. He's not a big guy, but he plays big against contact.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. It's hauled in by George.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Davis looking for an opening. And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham against Young. Goes up to the stripe. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Robinson. Cunningham's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Young passes to George. Back to Young. George sets a screen beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Sar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
And this is the 2nd full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keeps approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And that one misses. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Duren slams it in.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high-motor player.
Now, here is Young. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And Davis throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Cunningham. Outside for Robinson. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. Cunningham's shot is off. Wizards trailed by 5. Davis dishes to Young. Back to Davis. Over Harris. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Thompson passes to Harris. And here is Robinson. Pass to Harris. Thompson, a screen on Davis. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Now here is Davis. And here's Young from the arc. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Davis. Cunningham against Young. Inside. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And he makes the first. Hey, Stan, given that we're in the late portion of the season, what would you advise the playoff-bound teams?
Well, it's really simple, Kevin. Make sure you're healthy and playing your best basketball. Seriously, if you can accomplish both those things, you've got a shot at a deep run in the postseason.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The shot by George, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And stolen by Song. Davis against Robinson. Davis, the pass to Song. And Song throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's see some of the numbers here for Duncan Robinson. Detroit with the ball. On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Young. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Pistons have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thompson sets the pick for Robinson. Pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. Over Sarr. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Now, Koulibaly. Sar finds Young. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cunningham sets a screen for Harris. To the paint. Here's Durant. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Davis. That ball, nice speed that time from George. Now it's a 5-point Wizards lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Detroit also making some changes. Holland comes in for Thompson, and it's Jenkins in for Duncan Robinson. Here's Cunningham. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Well, you also love the aggressiveness. Getting himself to the line made a big difference.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, drills it from outside.
At this stage of his career, Harris is a floor spacer. Asked to knock down threes.
Champagnie passes to Riley. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham with it. It's Johnson picking him up. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, one thing you notice about Tobias Harris, he is a worker, a true professional who just wants to do the best job he can for his team. And we've seen the results over the year.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Guys, back over to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now here's Jenkins. Hasn't made one yet. Collins kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Duran. Here's Holland. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Johnson, the pass to Champagnie. Back to Johnson. Off the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, great job converting through contact. Johnson needs to keep doing this moving forward.
Pass to Jenkins. Cunningham sets a screen for Jenkins. Looking for Cunningham. He gets it there.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here is Riley after the basket by Detroit. Here's Champagnie. Johnson outside. Can't hit that one. Cunningham with some nice D.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Young's checked in for Carlton Carrington. And then for Detroit, Stewart checked in for Duran. Javonte Green comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's LeVert in for Cunningham. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In fourth, the Pistons.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Now, here's Stewart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Wizards trail by 4. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Johnson wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 5.
Let me tell you, Trey Johnson's never seen a three he doesn't like.
It's tipped. Pass to Holland. Pistons passing it around. Pocket 6. To the inside. Now, here is Young. Defense is right there. That one drops for him. 10 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Wizards. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
We've got Johnson, also Young out there, and it's Riley in at the 3. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And Jenkins kicks to Green. Pass to Jenkins. 4 on the clock. LeVert from outside. Washington with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Washington. Now here's Jenkins. Still without a basket. Basket good.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Washington leading now by 4. Young looking it over.
That's a nice setup by Young. He reads the floor so well.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's LeVert. 9 points last game. Green with a screen for Jenkins. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson against LeVert. Good D by Johnson. Wizards have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. Gill is checked in for the Wizards. Then for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Green. Duncan Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Johnson against Robinson. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. Rebound, Detroit. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Pistons. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Cunningham passes to Holland. Cunningham against Young. Cunningham right side. Over Young. Cunningham's shot is off. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Washington. Pass to Cunningham. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Robinson misses. Wizards leading by 6. Here is Riley. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound, Detroit. Holland's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Robinson. Here's Holland. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 10.
Well, I like Cunningham in the paint the most. His outside shot is still developing, so his focus should be on scoring inside.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. Young passes to Riley. Young inside. He's against Cunningham. The Wizards working the ball around now. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Holland the pass to Robinson. And here's Stewart. And that one drops. And now just a 2-point Washington lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. There's a check in for Holland. Inside. Sarr gets the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Letting the big man Sarr go to work inside. I like seeing him being aggressive down low.
Cunningham, a screen on Coulibaly. Out to Harris. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. 6 to shoot. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
The grown man strength there from Harris. Able to power his way for the finish.
Pass to Davis. Over Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Young against Cunningham. Harris outside. Over Davis. Harris's shot is off.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
It's Davis on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Stolen by Robinson. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
The Wizards have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And Sarr throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. It's stolen by Davis. Sarr against Stewart. Got a piece of it.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
To the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Harris. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Now Harris. Over George. And Sarr pulls it down. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now, here is Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Wizards making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for the Pistons. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Robinson. They set the pick. To Cunningham. A floater. Washington with the rebound. Outside, Davis. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Latrey. Robinson pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Harris looking it over to the paint. He's looking for Duren and finds him.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. 4-point game. And here's Davis for 3. And Davis nails the 3.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Outside Robinson, inside, and stolen by Sarr. High post, Davis takes it inside, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
And it's the Washington Wizards turning it over again. Davis, the pass to Sarr. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
He hits the second from the line. Pistons trailed by 8. Cunningham passes to Harris. It's stolen by Davis. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Back to Davis. Kicks it out to Johnson. From the arc. Good on the triple. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for Washington.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Koulibaly against Robinson. Harris outside. There's the lob to Duran. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Sarr.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Carlton Carrington's checked in for Johnson. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 3. Here's Thompson. They can't stop the run with that one. Washington leading now by 11. Davis inside, guarded by Harris, and Davis can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Cunningham on the wing, defended by Carrington. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Carrington. Covered by Cunningham. And it's Davis missing.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Guys, reading the defense is something that he's pretty good at. Thanks so much, Trey.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Hello, basketball fans. Anthony Davis has been the story of this game so far. An incredible start.
So far, it's a big man AD doing big man things, getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants it. A nightly double-double threat. He is torturing those boys over there.
Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. Looking at the East, Bam Adebayo.
Well, Adebayo does so many things for his team, and recently he's been doing them at a super high level, guys. Glad to see his efforts have been recognized.
Bam! Putting it to him.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Washington leading now by 11. On the court for the Pistons, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson. And it's Duren in at the center position. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work, averaging 9 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Now, here's Duren. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And it's the Washington Wizards turning it over again. To the middle. Here's Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Thompson for the triple. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Wizards leading by 13. Outside, Davis. Back to Young. It's stolen by Cunningham. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you, Kevin.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. 4 on the shot clock. On its way from Young for 2. Rebound, Detroit. Harris passes to Cunningham. Back to Harris. Thompson, a screen on Young. To the inside. Stolen by George. Young's shot is good. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for Washington.
Well, look, when he gets space, there isn't a lot you can do to stop Trae Young.
It's stolen by Davis. Davis with a screen on Cunningham. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. Cade Cunningham, number 1.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And they double up Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Young against Cunningham. It's stolen by Cunningham. That shot off. Excellent D there from George. Wizards leading by 13. Pass to Coulibaly. Young sets a screen for Coulibaly. Young outside. Just 4 to shoot. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Now Cunningham. He's got 12. There's the lob to Duren. Young with the steal. Davis kicks to Young. On the wing, Coulibaly. Cunningham against Young. Takes a 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Pistons trailed by 20. Outside Robinson. Pass to Harris. Duren with the screen on Davis. Harris passes to Duren. On the wing, George. Now Young. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds as Detroit takes possession. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Down low and stolen by Harris. Young with the steal. George against Cunningham. And George kicks to Young. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team. Yeah, you know, guys, the amount of offense that Young creates for himself and his teammates is staggering. This guy does it all.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Davis. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Song. Harris against Young. And that one, good. Young's got 11 in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Harris. He's got 10. Back to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? Washington with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thompson against George. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Back to George. Pass to Young. Over Cunningham. Young's shot is off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Detroit, no good that time either.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Now, here is Young. He's got 21. Harris against Young. Bounce pass from Cunningham. Thompson passes to Harris. Over Young. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 19-4 run right now. Outside for George. Wizards passing it around. Young outside. Sarr sets the screen for Young. Sarr finds George. On its way from Young for 2. Thompson with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Good defensive work there by Young. Wizards have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. George passes to Sarr. Young for 3. Connects from three-point range. Young's got 24 points.
A volume shooter. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
On the wing, Harris. Here's the floater. He lays it in. Harris has got 12 in the game.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Washington calls timeout.
On the floor, Wizards timeout.
Timeout. Start it.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Pistons. Pass to Carrington. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from LeVert. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Carrington. No scoring in this one. There's the pick.
2 minutes.
Takes the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Johnson against LeVert. to Duran. Here's Jenkins, defended by Carrington. From the wing, shots good by Jenkins. 1:25 left in the third quarter. To the middle, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
1:11 left in the third. For Detroit, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. LeVert against Johnson. LeVert the pass to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Well, physical play by Duran at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Johnson outside. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Jenkins. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's LeVert, covered by Johnson. Fires the 3. And they recover it. Here's Duran. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight. Has been the driving force for the Washington Wizards. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Riley. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. And it's Champagnie in at the force line. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And here is Johnson following the 3-pointer by Cade Cunningham. Johnson against Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Good.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Washington leading now by 21. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Jenkins. Johnson, the pass to Riley. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Pistons ball.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Riley against LeVert. Stewart, a screen for Jenkins. Again, the Pistons score.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now, here is Young. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Stewart. LeVert kicks to Jenkins. Here's Holland. Pass to LeVert. Inside. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Young outside. Now, here's Johnson. Covered by Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Here's Vukcevic. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Holland, covered by Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Trey Johnson.
Oh, these officials are all over that one.
Shooting for Detroit. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Wizards. And Detroit with a change here, too. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. Good on the second free throw. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Brian Keith calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Pass to Champagnie. Now, here is Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Pistons ball.
And the Pistons with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to Jenkins. And here is Harris. Six on the shot clock. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Johnson. The Wizards working the ball around now. Young for 3. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Holland, the pass to Harris. Now, here's Stewart. Tight defense on him. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young outside. Pass to Champagnie. Backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 6th assist on the night.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here is Harris. Now Jenkins, defended by Young. Stewart with the screen on Young. It's picked off. Johnson, the pass to Young. Back to Johnson. Pass to Young. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Wizards making a switch here. Gill's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Holland. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Jenkins. So it's the Wizards now. They have a 19-point lead. It's Young on the wing, covered by Cunningham. Just 3 to shoot. Fires from deep. Young, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Tries from 16, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Now, here is Young. Davis with a screen on Cunningham. Young, good.
When Trae Young's running the pick and roll, you just expect good things to happen.
And Duran slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Young, following the bucket by the Pistons. Davis, the pass to Riley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Riley. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Sars checked in for the Wizards. Koulibaly comes in for Johnson. And he sinks the second. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Washington with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Now here is Harris. Cunningham outside. Harris a screen. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight. Washington leading now by 15. Pass to Koulibaly. To the inside. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Cunningham against Young, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Wizards making a switch here. George is checked in. Now, here is Young. Pass to Sarr. Here's Davis, guarded by Harris. Davis inside. Harris is there. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's a fluid power and athleticism that he possesses. Nearly impossible to contain Davis inside.
First free throw is good.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Pass to Duran. Thompson outside. The fader. Harris misses.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Young against Cunningham. Koulibaly with it. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Pistons ball.
Pistons trailed by 19. And here's Thompson. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Cunningham against Young. Here's Davis. Off target with the jump hook. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Now, here is Young. Four on the clock. Puts the move on. Driving the lane. No good at the rim.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Now Robinson. Left side Harris. Now Robinson. It's off target. And so Young will bring it up for Washington. 17-point game. Now Davis. Outside Koulibaly. Davis against Cunningham. From 17 feet away, Robinson there for the rebound. Pistons trailed by 17. Cunningham outside. Here's Thompson. Shoots. Robinson outside. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
Now George. Outside Koulibaly. Now Young. Now Saar.
Aggressive move by Saar. Love seeing that.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Washington. Saar. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Pistons trail by 16. Now here's Cunningham. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Slams down the alley-oop.
Well, as a lob partner, Duran's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it. Outside
Davis. Cunningham against Young. Outside George. Now Young launches it. Duren pulls it down.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Wizards.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe that they split their previous 2 games with.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Anthony Davis.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Here is Harris after the basket by Washington. Duren with the screen on Davis. Here's Duren.
And I love that from Duren, playing with passion.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Duren. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Duren. And both free throws good for Duren. So it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
I'm here with AD, and tonight you guys seemed locked in. What was the key?
So we came out aggressive defensively and offensively, and against a team like that, you know, you got to come out aggressive defensively first, and I think we did that through the whole 48.
Hey, great defense so often leads to great offense, and it worked tonight. Congrats on the win.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. Now here's Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Buried from 15 feet out.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Cade has every shot in his bag.
Young, the pass to Davis. About a minute played here so far in the first. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
Yep, that one goes. Cunningham's got his second basket on the night.
Well, scoring in this league is never easy, and that's why you need a guy like Cunningham on your team. Somebody who can beat tight coverage.
Now here's Young. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Count it. Davis has got his second basket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
The amazing thing about AD, you don't have to create for him. He's a big man who can create for himself.
Cunningham outside. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Knocked away. And out of bounds, the Wizards will take it. And since the All-Star break, these are the teams that have ramped up their defense. Fifth best, the Pistons.
As the season goes on, their defenders have only gotten more confidence, eagerly attacking the ball handlers and being as disruptive as possible.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Tim, talk about what Tobias Harris has brought to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Brian, he has just stabilized them on the floor. Coach Bickerstaff said it best. Harris knows what the game needs, and he has the versatility to get it done.
5 to shoot. Young way outside. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
Pass to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Harris against Davis. And here's Cunningham outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Three-point field goal.
Cunningham's gotten his third basket of the night. Now Sarr, covered by Duren. Young finds George. Back to Young. George, a screen on Cunningham. There's Young with the 3. Out left to the wing. George outside. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pistons trail by 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Sarr. Still no points. Here's Davis. Good D by Cunningham. And Harris has got the ball here for the Pistons. Last time they met in Detroit.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Pass to Young. And here's Coulibaly. Davis down low. He's watched by Cunningham. To the inside. The kick out to Young. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Coulibaly. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by George. And it's Cunningham missing. Wizards leading by 4. Sarr passes to Davis. And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Davis. 6 points for him. Oh, they get a hand on it. Robinson with a steal.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball. Flying high, Sarr Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Now here's Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Young with it. He's watched by Cunningham. Shot clock at 3. Oh, deflected. Turin with a steal. On up the court. Harris misses.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Pass to Thompson. Here's Duren. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Washington's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Sarr. Outside Davis. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Robinson passes to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Young. Young against Cunningham. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Harris on the wing. And here is Thompson, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Pass to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. And here's Harris outside. Here's Duren. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
And this team really counts on Duren for exactly that. Securing, misses, and then immediately taking it back up.
Now here's Coulibaly. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And he was outstanding, getting to the line and converting.
Davis with it, pounded by Harris. And again, it's Washington.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. Puts up a 3. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And look at how he's evolved from his rookie year. Cade is so much more confident in his 3.
Davis probing. Sarr up top. Shoots over Duren. And Sarr with the basket. On the assist by Davis. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Thompson outside. Cunningham against Young. Duren with a screen on Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be Keyshawn George. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Detroit. Holland comes in for Thompson. Jenkins comes in for Robinson. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Rebound by the Wizards. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Riley. Here's Carrington. He drops it from range. Now it's a 4-point Wizard lead.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Cunningham with the ball. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Carrington. Outside Davis. Outside Johnson. Not going to go that time. Good D by Cunningham. Detroit has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to Jenkins. There's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Yeah, passing is truly one of the strengths of Cunningham's game, even when he's already inside the paint.
High post Davis. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 4 rebounds now. Now Harris. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Pass to Duran. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Jenkins, covered by Carrington. Jenkins' shot is good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Wizards trail by 3. Outside Carrington. Here's Riley. Up top, Davis. And again, unable to change momentum here. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's Jenkins. He's got 5. Cunningham outside. On the take, and Cunningham throws it down.
With his 6'6" size, Cunningham is so tough to get off his rhythm off the bounce.
Outside Carrington. Inside. Here's Davis. No good there. And that concludes the first quarter play. Detroit on top, up 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Holland out there with Javonte Green. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Jenkins in at the point. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Green. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's LeVert. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Pistons lead by 7.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
Give credit to LeVert. The correct choice in the pick and roll. Sometimes it's best to just give up the rock.
To the paint. Here's Riley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
LeVert goes against Johnson. Now here's LeVert. 9 points in his last outing. Pass to Jenkins. Stewart, a screen on Young. Here's Jenkins. Hits a three-pointer. Jenkins has got 8.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Johnson. Still without a bucket. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. And Detroit another 3.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Here's Vukcevic. Stewart defends. Here's Champagny. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Hard legs for teams gearing up for a playoff push. This is the time of year when you want to be clicking on all cylinders.
And you notice that difference in intensity immediately after the All-Star break because teams are starting to ramp it up, getting ready for the playoffs.
Players seem to know when they've got the kind of team that can make a deep run.
Oh, everybody in that locker room can sense it.
The first free throw is good. And legs over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, B.A., this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. Robinson comes in for LeVert. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. And he makes both free throws. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And while we have a moment, let's take a look at the most proficient long-range shooters in this rookie class. In the third spot, Trae Johnson.
The level of competition in this rookie class around the arc is truly something special. I'm sure he's eager to climb to the top of the list.
And Washington making a change here. Davis is checked in. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Cunningham from behind the arc. Oh, the range of Cunningham.
I just love the ball movement.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Duncan Robinson. Stewart against Davis. Pass to Young. Back to Davis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cunningham against Young. Cunningham outside. Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Thompson. Shot on the wing. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Now here's Johnson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now that we're late into the season, here's how the East stacks up. You look at Detroit, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And of course, Washington, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation. The Pistons making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Duncan Robinson, shooting 1.
Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Now here's Young. Here's Davis. And no good. The dry spell continues. Harris passes to Thompson. Here's Johnson. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, such a polished shooter, even as a rookie. Johnson gets the ball and drills it.
Johnson against Robinson. Cunningham, right side. Thompson outside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T connected cam. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 17. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
And you know, when I watched that game back, I thought they actually did play well. The other team just played better.
To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Talk about making your presence felt.
Man, just never gets old watching him fly like that. What a unique talent he is. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
DC Bayless, and welcome to the floor, your Wizards High Squad. That's right, it's your substitute.
The Wizards trail by 19. Outside Koulibaly. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Young. And there's the drive. Outside for Davis. Clock at 2. High arcing shot. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Davis has got 12.
And what a night. They just keep going to Davis.
Thompson, a screen on Young. Down low. Stolen by Sarr. Young against Robinson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, stolen by Harris. Cunningham against Sarr. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 21 points in the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Davis. And again, it's Washington.
Well, it's a great sign when the jumper is falling for Davis.
The Pistons lead by 17. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's checked in for Washington. Duran, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Substitution on the court.
Johnson, and it's Washington on the break, and Davis slams it home.
Great hustle by Davis, getting something before the defense can set up.
Detroit leading by 15. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Now here's Davis. 16 points for him. Johnson against Cunningham. Johnson inside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life.
And it's Washington with the ball, following the score by Detroit. Back to Johnson, over Cunningham. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by George.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. The shot no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Coulibaly. Now here's Davis. Pounded by Harris. And Davis slams it home.
You know, the best thing about AD is he can contribute in every statistical category.
Harris outside. Thompson outside. And here's Cunningham outside. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Cunningham's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. The Wizards trail by 16. George outside. Back to Johnson. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Carrington, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Davis. 18 points for him. Clock at 6. Can't hit that time. And Harris has got the ball here for Detroit. 16-point lead. Pass to Robinson. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Three-pointer. And Detroit another three.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
Outside Carrington to the middle. Here's Sarr over Duran. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the inside. Here's Harris. It's deflected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
And here's Carrington. Outside Davis. Pulls up. Good D by Harris.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
To the paint. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
And playing with great control, Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
Now here's Carrington. George outside. Up top, Davis. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. George for 3. Detroit with a rebound. Duran's got 8 rebounds in the game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson's shot is off. Wizards trail by 21. Pass to Carrington. Back to Davis to stop the drought. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
Washington shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For Washington, Anthony Davis taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. Detroit on top, just dominating this one. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
61. And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our participant.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Washington Wizards.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. All right, fellas, we've got a question from Crossover Zeddy. Shaq is the Diesel. Kenny is the Jet. Why doesn't Ernie have a nickname?
Ernie does have a nickname. It's EJ.
Those are just initials, Shaq.
Oh, like MJ?
I still don't think that's a nickname, but I think we can all agree EJ is the MJ of studios.
And you could just call me the Elevator.
Ooh, Elevator Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Detroit leading by 20. We've got Trae Young, Davis out there with Sarr. Then there's George, and it's Coulibaly in a shooting guard. That's the group for Washington right now. Cunningham drives in. Shoots over Young. Here's Duren. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And the Wizards shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's Cunningham, following the bucket by the Wizards. Cunningham has doubled. The three from Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
High post Davis. Here's an 8-footer. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Davis has got 21 points in the game. Cunningham drives in. The shot's good.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Davis. And again, it's Washington.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. The 17-footer. Sarr pulls it in.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Young against Cunningham. Outside Young. The teardrop. Good D by Cunningham.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Stolen by Young. Pass to Sarr. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Young. Launches a three. Nails it from 3. Young's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham is doubled. Pass to Thompson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. That one on Sarr. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, VA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And he sinks the second. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim. But some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. The Pistons, third.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 19-point game. Pass to Davis. Now George. Up top, Davis. George outside. Stolen by Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, BA. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back over to you guys.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report. That free throw good from Davis. And it's 6'10" with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan. Is Anthony Davis better at the 5 position, Tim?
Well, BA, he's versatile enough certainly to handle either spot, but he's made it clear he wants to play the 4, and given his injury history, I get where he's coming from. Yeah, boy, is he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
Tobias Harris.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempts tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for Washington, Anthony Davis. Shooting 1.
Shooting 1.
Well, you think about the big guys in this league that can do it all. Anthony Davis is one of those names that'll come to mind. When he's healthy, he is one of the best.
Now here's Cunningham. 33 points for him. Robinson finds Thompson. Duren with a screen on Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Duren, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Davis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris.
Anthony Davis. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Davis. Here's Cunningham, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Duren up top. Pass to Thompson. Duran with a screen on George. Here's Thompson. He got a piece of it. Davis with it. 32 points in the game for him. Right side, Young. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Pistons lead by 12. Down low. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham going to work inside.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all three levels.
Pass to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
The Pistons making a switch here. Jenkins is checked in. It's tipped. Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Jenkins, guarded by Young. Out to Thompson. For 3, Robinson hits the trifecta. Robinson's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now here's Davis. He's got 34. The kick out to Young. Clock at 4. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Screen by Robinson. Fires the 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And he gets it to go.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Robinson. Back to Thompson. Pass to Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. Duran the screen. Here's Jenkins. No good on the shot. Good D by Sarr. Wizards trail by 14. To the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 10.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Pistons have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Thompson outside. Robinson on the wing. Koulibaly defending. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Second team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Oh, free throw no good for Robinson. The Wizards trail by 14. Outside Carrington. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Duran. Davis misses.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Thompson outside. To the middle. Duran in the post. Holland for three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Carrington. Outside Davis. Davis going to work in the paint.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Pass to Thompson. And Davis with the block.
That is tremendous work by Davis right there. Guys better think twice about challenging him at the rim.
Here's Riley. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall. Riley's got his second bucket on the night.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Wizards making a switch here. Vukcevic is checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. LeVert comes in for Thompson. And Cunningham subbed in for Robinson. Here's Jenkins. Give him 8 points now. Cunningham on the wing. And there's 1:38 left to play in the third quarter here.
And that's a great sign for his game. Nice to see Johnson working hard on defense.
Here's Riley. 5 points in the game. Fires from deep. And again, it's Washington with a three.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Now here's Cunningham. Give him 35. From outside the arc. Oh, Cunningham with an answer three.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
Outside Carrington. Pass to Vukcevic. And there's the lob. Ball stolen. 41 seconds left in the third. Cunningham against Johnson. Now Cunningham. He's got 38. Launches it. Johnson with the defensive effort. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Champagny. Outside Carrington. There's a screen. Here's Riley from deep. That shot is off. And so it's Detroit. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. Back to the game after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Karis LeVert is out there with Holland. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cunningham. And it's Jenkins in at the one. To the left side wing. Here's Riley. Three-pointer, no good.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Here's LeVert. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist of the night. And it's Washington with the ball. Trailing by 13. Right side Johnson. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's Jenkins. Guarded by Young. LeVert outside.
Stay there.
Fires from the line. It's rebounded by Washington. Champagny, the pass to Johnson. Here's Champagny. Outside Young. Clock is at 3. Connects on the foul line jumper.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
LeVert passes to Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. LeVert outside. Soft touch off the glass. LeVert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Johnson passes to Young. Pass to Riley. And here's Johnson. Over Cunningham. And it's Washington with another.
Yeah, this is what Johnson is out here to do. When the mid-range opens up, he doesn't hesitate firing.
Now Cunningham. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
And there's the screen. To the paint. And stolen by Stewart. Here's Jenkins. Guarded by Young. Here's Cunningham. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Chalk up 2 there.
And you see the size and length of Johnson getting his shot over the coverage.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. He's checked in for Washington. And the switch here also for Detroit. Harris is checked in for LeVert. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Holland. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Now here's Young. Davis down low. Harris on him. On the wing, Davis. Hounded by Harris. Just 4 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
And he makes the first.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
LeVert's checked in for the Pistons. He's off on the second.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
It's LeVert on the wing. Picked by Stewart. With the floater. The rebound by Riley. The Wizards trail by 13. To the middle. Here's Davis. That's short off the rim.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Now here's LeVert. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. And Young has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. On the wing, Davis. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And some changes here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins. The Pistons lead by 15. Outside Robinson. Here's Holland. And here's Robinson. Cunningham outside. 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Washington with a rebound. Outside Johnson. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Yeah, good to see Johnson getting into the defense down low and succeeding. Sometimes you gotta fight for it, young man.
George against Thompson. Duren up top. Pass to Cunningham for 3. It's rebounded by George. The Wizards trail by 13. Down low. Here's Sarr. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
Cunningham with the ball. Here's Holland. Back to Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's what you get with Cunningham running the show.
The Wizards have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Back to Young. To the inside. Here's Davis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
With that combination of size and versatility, it's hard keeping Anthony Davis in check.
Anthony Davis.
That free throw good from Davis.
Yeah, since the break, he has been in attack mode, and he is living at the line.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Johnson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
Outside Robinson. Here's Holland. Pass to Robinson. Duren with a screen on Davis. Robinson gets the bucket.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
George outside. Back to Young. Cunningham with some nice D.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Holland. Thompson outside. And here's Duran. Guarded by Young. Kicks it out to Cunningham. The three ball. Counted from distance. Cunningham's got 46.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now here's Davis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Duran.
And a big man playing big. Davis forcing the issue in the paint.
Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Davis. Tobias Harris checked in for Holland. So hits one and misses one at the line. The Pistons lead by 15. Duran finds Cunningham. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham is doubled. Thompson scanning the floor. Over Sarr. Thompson shot is off.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
Now here's Young. The 15-footer. Davis can't hit.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Inside. Here's Harris. Can't get it to drop. Excellent D there from Davis. The Wizards trail by 15. Sarr with a screen on Harris. To the middle. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, B.A., but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
The free throw drops for Sarr.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
Both good from the line that time. Detroit leading by 13. Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. Lays it in easily.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Outside Coulibaly. Now Davis. Now Coulibaly beyond the arc. Duran pulls it down. Now here's Cunningham. Here's Robinson. It's stolen by Coulibaly. Outside Sarr. Coulibaly against Robinson. Now Davis. Outside George.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
At the line for Washington, Sarr. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. The Pistons lead by 14. And here's Robinson. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Now Duren. Oh, the catch and finish!
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Davis. Fires the three. Duren pulls it down.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Pistons.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Cade Cunningham.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside Thompson. Sarr against Duren. Here's Harris. Oh, George with a steal. Now Young. George outside. Now Young. From deep. Ooh, it doesn't go. And it's Detroit with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Cunningham looking around. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.